But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mukakadash. And I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers, Ben Musto, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyama across this world, who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity, and may the election be upon your household. Shalom. So, right as I start making the video, I get dizzy and I get tired all of a sudden. But there be spirits around, because today is a big day. It's the Day of Atonement. Okay, literally the minute the Day of Atonement started, all of a sudden I got thirsty. Meanwhile, today we should be fasting for 24 hours, no eating, no drinking. Praying. Anyway, I just want to make this video concerning the Day of Atonement and concerning fasting. Okay, that is a good thing also to fast for us, to get rid of these evil spirits, these demons that be upon us. But first and foremost, to make atonement, okay, to make amends with the Most High and have forgiveness of sins. You see? Because usually when we are fasting, we are not supposed to tell other people that we are fasting, like these Muslims be doing. In a group, fasting, praying with each other. We're not supposed to tell anybody that we are fasting, actually. And we're not supposed to be acting all sad when we are fasting. So today is a special day because today we do fast with everybody, to make amends, like I said, with the Most High. So without further ado, let's go to Leviticus chapter 23, where it speaks about the Day of Atonement. It says, let me start at verse 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement, which starts today, tonight actually, and it lasts until tomorrow sundown. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls. So afflicting your souls, okay, no drinking, no food, no sex, whatever. And it shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, and ye shall do no work in that same day. So if you don't have to work today or tomorrow, try not to work. It's best. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your power. Okay, so that is why it's important for us to make amends with the Most High and to have forgiveness of sins. Because it's actually serious. It says, if we read on, for whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. So it's a very serious thing, actually, the Day of Atonement. We do understand that we are now, under the curses, and we can only try our best to follow Yahweh Bashem Yashai's will and to please him. So that is what we are trying. Don't go crazy in your mind if you still have to work or if you still have to do things. Hey, if you need to do it, so be it, man. We just pray to the Most High for forgiveness. Okay, one of the reasons, of course, why Yahweh Shai died for us, for the forgiveness of sins. Okay, but if you can keep it, try to keep it as best as possible. Um, Verse 31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest. So you got to treat it just like a Sabbath day. But now you add fasting with it, okay? And ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even. Yeah, because if you cannot do your pleasures, really, if you cannot eat, you cannot drink, and you have to take rest, you cannot work. It might be it's gonna be an affliction on your soul. It's gonna be hard for your flesh, but for your spirit, it's something very good, man. Okay. It says in the 9th day of the month at even, from even to even, sorry, From even unto even shall you celebrate your Sabbath. Now I want to read something concerning fasting. Like I said, these Muslims, they be fasting in groups, praying in groups, whatnot. Really let the people know that they are fasting, you know. And that is what not what we are supposed to be doing. But today is an exception concerning fasting. It says here, Matthew chapter 6, verse 5, titled The Lord's Prayer. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corner of the streets, that they may be seen of men. So these people like to pray out in public and to have people see them. You know, these Muslims like to do it. You know, I'm working. I look to my right. The door is wide open. This nigga is putting his towel. I'm not sure how you call it on the ground, and he's just praying there in the open. You know, like for everybody to see it, for example. And they love doing this. You know, I understand there are certain cases where you cannot really pray in secret, you know, and we do praise Yahweh Bashem Yashai, of course. But hey, man, like that is like too obvious, man. Come on, man. People walking by, looking at you, and you just praying in the middle of them. That's crazy, man. You know, if you pray, you can also pray in your head, for example. You know, between you and Yahweh Bashem Yashai. You should not do it before the eyes of men. You know, to have some type of reward, some type of recognition from people. Like, oh, look at him, he's praying. He must be a good Muslim. He must be a good this. He must be a good Israelite. It says, "Fairly I say unto you, they have their reward." So they have a reward for what they are doing, okay? Whether good or bad. But thou, when thou prayest, so when you pray, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret. So not literally go into your closet and pray, but it's basically meaning pray in secret. Like, don't let nobody really see you that you are praying and things like that, you know? It's different when you, for example, at home you're praying with your family together, thanking Yahweh Bashem Yashai for your food, for example, for the day, you know. But you know that's a different thing, you know. It says, "And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly." So you also get your reward for this, and that is actually the better way. The best. That is the let me say that is the way, you know, how the Most High wants to see it. You know, he doesn't want to see you do it for the eyes of men. Okay. But when you pray, use not vain repetitions as the heathen do. They be saying the same thing again. All over the same prayer constantly one after another, you know. For your Father knows what things you have need of before you ask him. So Yahweh Bashem Yashai already knows what you need. But we still have to pray for it. You have to ask. If you are a man or a woman watching this and you have a son, or you might have siblings or nephews that are like, let's say the age of 9, 10, 11, 12, and you can see in the eyes that they want something, and you know what they need, you know what they want, but you still want them to ask, right? You're not just gonna give it to them. You want them to ask, even though you already know what they want. Yeah, can I have maybe €5 to go to the shopping center? Okay, you can have it because you already know that he needed it, for example. You know, so the Most High is the same. He knows already what we need, what we want, but he wants you to ask it in faith. Okay. After this manner pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. So this should be the prayer. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. In heaven, the Most High has his order set up, you know, structure is beautiful. So that is also what eventually will be upon this planet earth, the kingdom of Israel. Okay. Give us this day our daily bread, so our food, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. So, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. For if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. Okay, so you also have to forgive each other. No? Moreover, when you fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance. Like I said, don't be as those people that is acting all sad. Yeah, I'm fasting today, this and that. You know, don't be acting like that, man. For they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. You know? If you go fast, just make, just put some oil on your face, brush your teeth, whatever, man. Don't make it too obvious also that you are fasting, of course. But thou, when thou fasted, anoint thy head. So you should anoint your head, the crown of your head, with olive oil, when we go fasting. And wash thy face. So your face, meaning clean yourself up, man. That thou appear not unto man to fast. So people don't be looking at you like, damn, he looks ashy as hell today. He looks dry as hell. Crust spot on the side of your mouth, lips all white, face dry as hell, eyes fucking small, shit in the corner of your eyes, you know, don't appear like that, that you really want to show that you are fasting. But unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee open. Come. So the last one, I want to go to the book of Mark chapter 9, because there are certain spirits, certain demons that will keep haunting you, and they won't go off you unless you fast and pray. That is what Yahushua also said. So this is Mark chapter 9. Let me start at verse 14. And the point is in verse 29. But I'm going to start at verse 14 so you get a story. And when he came to his disciples, he saw a great multitude about them, and the scribes questioning with him. And straightway all the people, when they beheld him, were greatly amazed, and running to him saluted him. And he asked the scribes, What question ye with them? And one of the multitude answered and said, Master, I have brought unto thee my son, which had a dumb spirit. And wheresoever he taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth. So there's a demon on this man's child. And wherever the child goes, the demon follows and makes him tear himself, makes him foam out of the mouth, makes him do crazy things, So he's taunting him. And gnasheth with his teeth and pineth away. And I spake to thy disciples that they could cast him out, and they could not. So the disciples of Yahushua could not cast out this demon. We're going to read why. Okay. Verse 19. He answered him and said, You know what? Let me read. He answered him and said, O faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him unto me. And they brought him unto him. And when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him. So when he saw Yahushua, the spirit was taunting him again. And he fell on the ground and wallowed foaming. So he fell and he got foam in his mouth, this little boy. And he asked his father, How long is it ago since this came unto him? And he said, Of a child. So since this boy was young, he was being taunted by the spirit. That is a long time, man. And oft times it had cast him into the fire. So he threw the spirit threw the boy into fire even, man. And into the waters to destroy him. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Yahushua said unto him, If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe, help thou mine unbelief. When Yahushua saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him, and enter no more into him. So Yahushua was basically committing an exorcist. He was telling the spirit to leave, man. And the spirit cried and rent him sore and came out of him. So the spirit was now, the demon was now out of the boy. And he was as one dead, insomuch that many said he is dead. So he probably was laying on the floor still, this boy, looking dead, But Yahushua took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. So he revived him basically. He put him back on his feet, I'm not sure if he actually died, but Yahushua put him back up. And when he was coming into the house, his disciples asked him privately, why could not we cast him out? And he said unto them, this kind can comfort by nothing, but by prayer and fasting. So the combination of fasting and prayer is very powerful to get demons like this off of you. Okay? So I hope it was edifying. With that, I want to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. And I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of the Muslim, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyama Costis world who are spreading his knowledge and truth and sincerity. May the election be upon your households. Shalom.